Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today we'll be learning how to make chinchin. You can use this recipe to start up a business because it is cost effective and you can use it for parties. First of all, measure out 1500 grams of flour, which is equivalent to 1.5 kg of flour. Now you want to add in your sugar gradually until it sums up to 250 grams. Proceed to add some salt. By the way, the full measurement will be in the description box, so do well to check that out. I added some baking powder and nutmeg. You just want to mix everything together till well combined. At this point, we are done combining all the dry ingredients, so let's proceed to the wet ingredients. First thing we want to do is to add butter. So get 1 sachet of Simmers butter. I recommend this, which weighs up to 250 grams. We are going to use the whole sachet. After adding it, you want to mix until you have a crumbly texture like this. Now make a hole in the middle. First thing you want to do is add in water. I added in 1 cup of water, condensed milk essence, and 1 egg. That's all you need for this recipe. And trust me, if you follow this recipe without adding any milk, you get the milkiest chinchin. Just follow this recipe and thank me later. Just be open to this recipe because this is the best chinchin recipe you will ever find. I proceeded to add more water at this point, but make sure you don't add too much. The total water measurement is a little less than 2 cups. You can measure out 2 cups of water and remove 1 tablespoon or 2 tablespoons. Flour varies, so yours might need more or less. That's why I insist you add water gradually until it forms a dough. But don't go any further than 2 cups. 2 cups of water is the ideal measurement. Are you looking to start a business in 2024? Have you tried chinchin business? Well, this recipe is good and it is cost effective. I repeat, it is cost effective. For home consumption, it is perfect. For parties, it is perfect. To start up a business, it is perfect, and it requires less ingredients. You can calculate cost, and the sweetest part of this recipe is it does not stick. It does not stick to your countertop. You don't need to even waste your flour to flour your work surface. It is just perfect. Let's not even talk about the outcome of this recipe because it is good. Now I'm going to be teaching you how to make fried and baked chinchin. That's why I divided the dough into 2 equal parts, and I will just knead it and set one aside. So guys, let's start with the frying method. I divided the dough into 4 equal parts, set some aside, and I will start with 1. I will knead it a little further before I start to roll it out, just like you can see me doing in the video. While rolling out your dough, make sure it's not too thick or not too thin. Bring out your pizza cutter, or if you don't have a pizza cutter, you should use your knife, but I suggest you get these things handy at home. Okay? It makes work easier. It makes life better. What you want to do now is just cut at the rough edges. And guys, if you cannot lift your chinchin recipe like this, change that recipe. Can you see the way I'm not adding any flour? Very mindful, very demure. In some recipes, you will have floured your work surface with about ½ cup of flour. So how do you calculate cost? How do you get gain? How is it profitable? So try this my recipe and thank me later. It is milky, it is crunchy. At this point, we are done cutting both vertically, horizontally, or you can even cut your chinchin any shape you want, okay? This is the chinchin we are going to be frying. At this point, we're done, so you're just going to set it aside. Remember the dough we kept aside for baked chinchin. Bring it out and knead it. You are just going to repeat the same process we did for the chinchin we want to fry. And the difference here is you are going to be using ground oil to fry one, and the other one just goes straight to your oven. And guys, at this point we are done. I will just transfer the chinchin to a baking tray lined with parchment paper. Very important. You can choose to grease the parchment paper, but for me, I just went straight ahead. All done. This is the chinchin we want to bake, and this is the one we want to fry. So let's get straight into it. At this point, I'm putting the bad boys into the oven. Please do well to check on it from time to time. Time to fry. I did a test for the chinchin and you can see it's floating to the top. That's a good sign that we're on track. I added some onions for flavor. Please don't skip this. Now you want to add your chinchin in batches and fry until golden brown. Do you know how to spot a good chinchin recipe? At first, while I was putting the chinchin into the oil, they were clustered together, but can you see them? They are spreading on their own without me even turning it. They are coming to the top, and that's it, all set. This chinchin recipe does not foam, okay? Your oil remains as it is while frying. At this point, I was done frying, so I just took the chinchin out of the oil. Yeah, I just added the next batch and I continued frying. Even after the first batch, the oil still did not foam. We're all done, and this is what our chinchin looks like. Perfect, right? Please remember that after frying, you need to put it on a sieve and on top of a paper towel so you drain out excess oil, okay? So guys, that's all for our fried chinchin, and you can see how very beautiful it looks. The outcome is great. The taste is on point. If you found this video helpful, please don't forget to like, share, drop a comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you in advance. And for the baked chinchin, this is what it looks like. Very mindful, very demure. It looks so beautiful. So in case you are trying to reduce your oil intake, this is what you should do. Just bake your chinchin. Bye, and see you in my next video.